Now let's talk about lenses. Now, you might be confused because a lot of people saying different lenses, so wide angle lens, fisheye lens, telephoto lens, macro lens, and then you go, which one do I need? Now, let me make it very simple for you. You have two kinds of lenses. You have a zoom lens and then you have a prime lens, or also called a fixed lens. Now, what a zoom lens does, it allows you to be able to adjust the focal length, which is what we call the zoom. So you can zoom into your picture, you can zoom out of your picture if you have a zoom lens on your camera. Now with a fixed or a prime lens, you can't. You actually have to move to the subject or away from the subject. Now, one thing to say about zoom lenses, they variate between the zoom ranges. So they vary between the focal lengths. You could get a standard 18 to 55, or you could get a telephoto lens, which zooms right into the subject. So you can use this on safari, pictures of a moon, this kind of thing. Telephoto can really range even 300 millimeter focal length size. Now, prime or fixed lens tend to give you slightly sharper images just because they're not losing any pixels when they zoom in. When you zoom in, what happens to the image? The pixels in the image stretches, and that's how the zoom in functions work. So fixed lens, because you have to be the one actually moving to the subject, you're not zooming in, and therefore there is no loss of image. Another advantage of the prime or fixed lens is it gives you more power in terms of controlling your lighting. Because it's not made to zoom in and out, it can really concentrate on one fixed aperture. So it could actually go to an f-stop of 1. Now, when we talk about aperture really quickly, about f-stops, the lower the number, the more light. So as 1 gives you a lot more light than an f-stop of 14. So now with the two different types of lenses, you can also get different types of lenses within those two categories of the zoom and then the fixed / prime lens. So you could get wide angle lenses that gives a wider angle for your camera. You can get that in a zoom, so it'll still be able to zoom in and zoom out to that wide angle. Or you can get a fixed wide angle, so it can't zoom in and out. That's the same for all the other types, like a macro, telephoto. You can get basically them in a zoom or a fixed lens.